So hello everyone, you are welcome to today's class. So in today's class we are going to be looking at sequence. And under this topic we are going to be looking at the following objectives. So the first objective is the meaning of a sequence. So the second one is the rules that generate the terms of a sequence. So before we move on, what do we understand by the word sequence? So sequence is a list of numbers that follows a regular pattern or a certain pattern or rule. So let me take it again. Sequence is a list of numbers that follows a pattern or a rule. So e.g., set of natural numbers. So in natural numbers, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. So if you look at this set of numbers, it follows a pattern. And the pattern is we add 1 to the first number here to get the second one. So add 1 to the second number to get the third number. Add 1 to the third number to get the fourth one, and so on like that. So each number in the sequence is known as a term. What do I call it? Each number in a given sequence is known as a term. So like this first number here, 1 is the first term, 2 is the second term, 3 is the third term, and so on like that. So let me write the note down on the meaning of a sequence. So just like given to you in the definition, sequence is a list of numbers that follows a pattern or rule. So each number of a sequence is known as a term, e.g. the natural numbers. So under natural numbers we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on like that. So the rule is add 1 each time. So add 1 each time means if you take your first term, to get your second term, you add 1 to 1 to give us 2. So to get your third term, add 1 to second term to give you third term, add 1 to third term to give you fourth term, add 1 to fifth term to get the next term, so and so on like that. So that is that on the meaning of sequence with representation. Then the next thing is to move to the examples. And the question says, find the next two terms of the sequence. So that is of the following sequence. So we have question A, 3, 7, 11, 15, 19, and so on. Then question B, 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, and so on. So to answer the first question, which is question A, find the next two terms. So the sequence under question A is 3, 7, 11, 15, and 19, and so on. So we are asked to generate the next two terms. To generate the next two terms, the first thing to do is to look for the pattern or the rule that is under this sequence. So we look for the pattern of the sequence given to us. So if you check the first term here, we have 3, the second term is 7, the third term is 11. We can observe that we had a certain number to the first term to get the second term. Then we had a certain number to second term to get the third term. We had a certain number to third term to get to get the fourth term. So to know that, we are going to look for the numbers under this. Then the rule, which will give us the rule. So the rule is what? We had, so the rule is add 4 each time. So we add 4 each time. So if we add 4 to the first term, it will give us 4 plus 3, which is 7. So that gives us what? Second term. So add 4 to 7, which is the second term, it will give us 11, which is the third term. So that's how we are going to do to look for the next two terms. So if you look at the terms given here, we have the first, second, third, fourth, fifth. So that means we are looking for the sixth and seventh term. So to get the sixth term, so the sixth term will be fifth term plus 4, because we are adding 4 each term. So what is fifth term? Fifth term is 19, then plus 4. So 19 plus 4 gives us 23. So which is our sixth term? That is one of the next two terms. So the next term will be seventh term. So to get the seventh term, we have the seventh term to be equal to sixth term plus 4. Sixth term plus 4. And what is our sixth term? That's 23. 23 plus 4, which is 27. So this is how we solve question A. That is the next two terms of the sequence. I generate the rule is add 4 each time. Then the sixth term is 23, while the seventh term is 27. So that is that on question A. Then to go to question B now. So question B. So we are still looking for the next two terms of this sequence. And the sequence is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. So we have the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term. So invariably we are looking for the sixth and seventh term. But before we get our sixth and seventh term, we must look for the rule of this sequence. So and the rule states that, so the rule is what? We have all the numbers here, they are all perfect square. So to get the rule of this, we are going to look for the square of consecutive natural number. So the square is the square of consecutive natural numbers. So if I may ask, what are natural numbers? Natural numbers are a set of counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So square of 1 gives us 1, square of 2 gives us 4, square of 3 gives us 9, square of 4 gives us 16, square of 25, square of 5 gives us 25. So the next one, which is the sixth term we are looking for, so the sixth term is square of the next natural number, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So square of 6, so which is 36. So the sixth term is 36. Then the next term, which is the seventh term, is, so the next natural number after 6 is 7, then 7 squared gives us 49. So the next two terms after 25 are 36 and 49. So that is question B. Then question C states that find the fifth term of the sequence 5n plus 2. So we are looking for the fifth term. So to get the fifth term here, it means from the question given, we have the rule to follow. And the rule states 5n plus 2. So question C, the rule is the nth term, which is 5n plus 2. So since we are looking for the fifth term, it means when n is 5. So when n is 5, what will be the term of that given sequence? So it's now going to be 5 into 5 plus 2. So which is equal to 5 times 5, 25. 25 plus 2 gives us 27. So in this question C, the fifth term of the sequence given, that is 5n plus 2, is 27. So question number 2. Question says find a formula for the nth term of the sequences below. So we have question A, 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, and so on. So we are looking for the formula for this sequence. Then B, 2, minus 2, minus 6, minus 10, minus 14, and so on. So let's start with question A. So A says solution. So the sequence is 2, 5, 8, 11, 14, and so on. So here, to generate or to find a formula, the first thing to look for is to know the difference between each of the terms. So between 2 and 5, between 5 and 8, between 8 and 11, between 11 and 14. So if you observe this, we see we have common difference, which is 3. So we now have it as 3. So the difference there is 3. So we have 3 multiplied by, so we are going to start with the natural number. So multiplied by 1 minus what will give us 2. So 3 multiplied by 1 is what? 3. So 3 minus what will give us 2? That is 1. So 3 times 1, 3 minus 1 give us 2. So let's try for the second term whether it will work. So the next one is 3 multiplied by 2. So these are set of natural numbers. So 3 multiplied by 2, that is 6. 6 minus 1 give us what? 5. So which is the second term? I think it worked for second term as well. So let's test for the third term. Our third term is 8. So we have 3 multiplied by 3, which is the third natural number, minus 1. So 3 multiplied by 3, that is 9. 9 minus 1 give us 8. So this is how we are going to be doing it until we get to the last term. Since it goes for the first term, which is 2, second term, which is 8, and third term, which is second term is 5, while third term is 8. So let me try for the fourth term, that is 11. So we have 3 multiplied by 4 minus 1. 3 multiplied by 4 is 12. 12 minus 1, 11. And what is our fourth term? That is 11. It works. So we can now generate, we can now generate the formula. So 3, as you can see, 3 is common. So we are going to have 3 multiplied by set of natural number. 1, 2, 3, that is n. We use n for natural number. Then minus 1. So which is 3n minus 1. So to represent this, we are going to have tn, or as the case may be, un equals to 3n minus 1. So here is the formula to calculate or for the nth term of this sequence. Or we write it as nth term, which is un, is also 3n minus 1. So the formula we are looking for is 3n minus 1. So what we are saying in essence is with this formula, you can get any term. So test for when n is 4. When n is 4, that is the fourth term. 3 times 4, 12. 12 minus 1, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the fourth term is 11. You can generate any term. If you are looking for 20th term. So when n is 20, just put it here. 3 multiplied by 20, that is 60. 60 minus 1, 59. So the 20th term will be 59. That is that for A part of the question. Then the B part of the question, B, the sequence is given as 2, minus 2, minus 6, minus 10, minus 14, and so on by that. So just like question 2a, the first thing to do is to know the difference between the terms. So here we have minus 2, then minus 2. So minus 2 give us minus 4. So we start with minus 4. So we have minus 4 multiplied by the set of natural number equals to what? Equals to, minus equals to 2. So in essence, we are looking for any number that when we subtract it from minus 4, because minus 4 times 1 is minus 4. That when we subtract it from minus 4, it will give us 2. Or when we add it to minus 4, it will give us plus 2. It can be plus, it can be minus. So it's not necessarily we have only minus as the case of the first one. So it can be addition as well. So it's either we add or we subtract to minus 4 to give us 2. So if you say minus 4 plus 6, let me think of 6. So plus 6. Minus 4 plus 6 will give us 2. Yes. I think it goes like this. maybe let's test for the second term. So minus 4 plus 6 is 2. Or let's say if it is minus, but it cannot be minus because we have minus here already and we are looking for the plus 2 first, not minus 2. So that's why we are going to go for the plus number. And the number will be 6. So minus 4 plus 6 will give us plus 2. So for the second term, which is minus 2, let's test for that. Minus 4 multiplied by 2 plus 6. Minus 4 multiplied by 2 is minus 8. Minus 8 plus 6 will give us minus 2. It is also old for second term, which is minus 2. Then for the third term, minus 4 times 3 plus 6 equals minus 4 times 3. That is minus 12. Minus 12 plus 6, that's minus 6. Also old for the third term. Then for the fourth term, minus 4 times 4 plus 6 equals minus 4 times 4. That is minus 16. Minus 16 plus 6. That is minus 10. So that is that for the first, second, third, and fourth term. If you do it for fifth term as well, we are going to have the correct answer there. So we now generalize. That is, minus 4 is common. That's why we have minus 4. So we can call this nth term. Nth term. That's minus 4. Minus 4 times. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. That's that set of natural numbers. So n plus is also common. 6 is also common. So we have minus 4 times n plus 6. So which is equal to minus 4n plus 6. You can also write it as 6 minus 4n. It's still the same thing. So this is how to generate the formula, or how to find the formula for any given sequence. So it's either you add to the term given, you add the constant to the term given, or you subtract the constant from the term given. So as in the case of the 2a, we subtract 1 from each of the first term, then we add 6 to each of the first term in the second question. So this is these are the examples under sequence. That is the meaning of the sequence and how to generate and find the formula for the nth term of the sequence. Thank you and God bless. So if you find this lesson interesting, please give us a thumb up and please subscribe to the channel. Thank you and God bless.